Welcome ladies and gentlemen. Today is Sunday, 24th of November 2019. This is our weekly BBMA analysis. And this week I want to try something a little bit new. Last week I have posted a video on my review analysis of 5 pair that I was trading last week. So I want to start this week analysis by reviewing how the trade went through the week, and we'll see what have happened to the analysis that we have done. So let's get started. Okay, first let's review our BBMA setup SOP. As usual, we use weekly setup, re-entry sell, wait for daily MHV, and also H4 MHV or momentum for our entry. H1 is used for early entry confirmation. We look for momentum and also extreme. Our entry and exit strategy is using the H4. This will be our cut loss as well. For money management and exposure, we trade 1 pair per account and we let 5 pair trade running at the same time. We only maintain the capital in the trade account. We withdraw all our profit during the weekend. We cut loss before MC. The pair that we trade are all pairs, but mainly we focus on the low volatility pair, so that we don't have too much fluctuation in our trades. We use automation. We create alert in TradingView to monitor our setup to ease the burden of checking the chart throughout the day. We can detect BBMA setup such as extreme and momentum in TradingView using our custom indicator. Okay, so let's get started by looking at our last week trade plan review. So if you have seen last week video, these are the pair that we trade on 18th of November. So the first pair we trade was EU. This is re-entry buy. For this trade, we have our trade running and we have closed TP. Next pair was GU. GU is re-entry buy. We had momentum buy. And then we close, we enter the trade and we close it with TP as well. And the third pair was AU. AU is weekly re-entry buy, and we have waited for momentum buy to happen, and we have entered the trade and we close it with TP. For UCAD, we was expecting sell trade because weekly was re-entry sell. And we see at that time was MHV sell at D1, and we enter re-entry sell at H4. However, we need to cut loss because momentum buy happened in this pair during the week. For the fifth pair that we trade was AJ. We was expecting re-entry buy. Then we see at that time was MHV buy at D1, and there was H4 CSAK buy. We enter at re-entry buy at H4. However, momentum sell appear, we cut loss, and then we change to sell trade. We have two entry there, and both entry was profit. So our re-entry buy, I forgot to write here. Actually, we closed at cut loss. Okay, cut loss. Sorry. So we have two cut loss last week. One is at AJ and the other one is at UCAD. We also got some extra signal from the group, such as USD CHF. We saw re-entry buy. However, we entered the trade and cut loss because it was doing momentum sell. EJ, we re-entry sell, and we managed to TP profit on EJ. AN, there was a signal for AN, but we waiting for re-entry sell. Until end of the week, we don't have the trade on AN. The other signal that we have was NU. We enter re-entry sell based on weekly re-entry sell, D1 MHV sell, and H4 CSAK. This one we managed to close at very minimal profit. So based on the analysis that we have last week, overall the week was profitable with three cut loss. one from the extra signal that we obtained from the group, and the other one was the two was from our analysis. Okay, so overall last week was profitable. So what we're gonna do now is let's do our analysis for this week, which is the week of 25th of November 2019. Okay, so for this week I'm not gonna scan all the pair because after I did that last week, I see the video was very long, and I think they're gonna take a lot of people's time. So what I'm gonna do, I already do my analysis, but I want to review the setup again in the video so that I can share with everyone. So the first pair that I chosen was AUDUSD. As you can see, AUDUSD is actually a re-entry buy in weekly, because we have MHB here, and the price we test back the MA5 low here. So this for me, this is a re-entry buy setup. So re-entry buy in weekly, and then we go to daily. Sorry, no, okay, and then we see here is a MHB setup, right? Daily MHB, we expecting the price to go up, and then in H4 we also see a MHB here. However, we cannot enter this trade yet because there is no confirmation that it's going up. Okay, so for AU we are waiting for a momentum buy, so we can try to see in H1 there is no momentum buy as well. So for AU we will set alert, right? We set alert. Sorry, we have to set the time frame as H4 first, then we set alert. BBMA dark, we want to see a momentum buy. Okay, great. So this is our alert for AUDUSD. We wait for my momentum buy to happen. Okay, the next pair that I'm interested at this week is AUDJPY. Go to weekly time frame. For weekly, we can see here the price is making extreme, right? But yeah, this is extreme buy, and this is TPYJPY, MHV, CSAK, re-entry. However, we have to be very careful if we see something like this, because we need to check the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, we can see that actually all this movement is to complete the monthly re-entry sell. So we can see here the monthly, it's rejecting the MA5 high and MA10 high. So for AUDJPY, I'm taking sell bias for this week. Okay, so sell bias because actually here we can see that on the big picture is still downtrend, but like I said, we cannot jump into the trade without doing multi-time frame analysis. So on weekly we can see a re-entry sell, right? This is re-entry sell. Then we go to daily. Daily we can see that last week, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, last week Friday, Thursday, the price have make a momentum sell, and now it's making a re-entry sell. So in this situation, what we can do is we drop to the lower time frame, H4, and we wait for a re-entry sell. So re-entry, sorry, I need to switch to my premium account for this, but there's too many drawing there. Okay, so we will wait for re-entry sell on AUDJPY. You can see that although it looked like a buy, but for the past in the past week there is no candle in H4 actually closed above the top BB to make a momentum. However, you see there's 2 times that the candle closed below low BB to make a momentum sell. So our bias is of course momentum sell. So AUDJPY is a sell. Sorry, I need to write it here. The first one is AUDUSD. Weekly is re-entry buy. Daily is MHV buy. H4 is MHV buy. However, wait for H4 momentum buy. Only we enter. Okay, so this one we have alert. Okay, then second pair just now is AUDJPY. AUDJPY weekly is a re-entry sell. D1 is a re-entry sell. H4 is a now is re-entry sell, but is in this is not the sell zone, this is a buy zone, so we need to wait for it to retrace back to buy zone. It's more like a MHV. Okay, so that's the 2 pair that we look at. The next one that interests me this week is CHFJPY. CHFJPY. Okay, CHFJPY. Let's look at weekly first. So in weekly, we can see it's CHFJPY is doing sell, weekly re-entry sell, but let's see the monthly. Okay, monthly is doing a re-entry sell. Weekly is doing a re-entry sell as well. Okay, monthly and weekly is doing re-entry sell. Daily is doing a re-entry sell after momentum re-entry, and then is not really a momentum, but it actually touched the low BB, so it did re-entry sell here. H4 is MHV sell. This to me is a very beautiful setup. Okay, so if let's say we enter this, we can almost instant this, and our risk is about 30 pips. So for CHFJPY, actually it's a very good trade. So weekly is resell. D1 is, sorry, typo. D1 is CHFJPY. D1 is resell, right? Just now, let me double check. D1, yeah, D1 is resell. D1 is resell. H4 is MHV sell. So I think this one I want to instant sell and later on Monday when the market open. Okay, so 1 2 3 pair now, and then the next pair that we want to look at is probably EURJPY. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, EURJPY. Euro Swiss franc. Okay, Euro Swiss francs on the weekly, we can see it's it's making it look like a re-entry buy, right? So always check a higher time frame to see the big picture. Yeah, you can see here actually it's doing a re-entry sell. So this is actually a re-entry sell. Okay, part of this is re-entry sell. So weekly re-entry sell, daily is this one is extreme buy in make a CHFJPY, but as you can see there's a rejection here. The candle has tried to go up here but it reject a few times. It doesn't close, it doesn't close above this. So in this case we need to wait a little bit more. Okay, so for H4 is H4, if you can see, the candle has not closed below mid BB. So for this case, although the big time frame setup is good, but the lower time frame is not ready yet. So H1, yeah, H1 started to close below mid BB, but it doesn't do the momentum yet. So we have 24 candle on Monday to paint us the clearer picture of this, and also we have 6 H4 candle, possibly could tell us the direction on Monday. If this continue to close above mid BB and making a momentum, we will drop this pair from our trade, okay, for next week. So EURJPY weekly is resell. D1 is, let me see again, sorry, D1 is CHFJPY by MHV. So it's CHFJPY by making MHV. Okay, then H4 is still it's not really a momentum, but it's still an uptrend. Okay, let's just say it's a momentum. That's the last setup that we see. So our action is wait for momentum sell. We can set alert for this as well. Momentum can be detected using the custom indicator, our BBMA custom indicator. Then the last pair that we want to look at, 1 2 3 4, now is 4, and the last pair that I want to look at for this week will be EURJPY. Okay, EURJPY. So EURJPY, EURJPY weekly. EURJPY weekly is MHV sell. We look at higher time frame. I think this will make a re-entry sell. So sorry, weekly is MHV sell. Okay, this is more like a MHV. Actually it's a re-entry at monthly, right? So we can also write there if you want M1 RE sell. So this is actually a good time to sell EURJPY because it's a big time frame setup. Then D1 is re-entry sell. See, there's already a momentum sell in D1, which is a very strong indication. Price retest, didn't even close above mid BB, and you see this MA5, MA10, they are all gang up together there. This means it's a strong sell if you do the advanced BBMA. But for me, I didn't really study the advanced. I used the basic because that's what I'm comfortable to, and I see this as a strong sell. So daily re-entry sell, and then H4 is momentum sell. Resell. So what you can do is either you layer this instant and for me I will instant and layer because sometimes in a strong move, if you wait for re-entry, it never happen. It just continue to make momentum and continue to go down. But always remember where you're gonna cut loss if it reverse against your direction. Okay, so that's it, guys. This is the 5 pair that I want to look at next week for our trade, and as usual, I wish you all the best and profitable week ahead in your trading, and till we see you again next week. That's all from me for now. Bye bye.